Cleaning wipes seem like a simple solution, quick, convenient, antibacterial. But these everyday products hide serious dangers, from toxic fumes that trigger respiratory distress to chemical residues that aggravate heart medications. Some wipes are doing more harm than good. Today, we're exposing 9 cleaning wipe brands you should avoid at all costs, and revealing the 2 that won't compromise your health or safety. Coming in at number 9, we've got Lysol Disinfecting Wipes. Lysol promises hospital-grade disinfection, killing 99.9% of germs in seconds. The bright yellow packaging screams trust and reliability. Walk into any grocery store and you'll see them stacked high, that familiar canister catching your eye. But what they don't tell you is the chemical cocktail inside every wipe. Quaternary ammonium compounds, or quats, are the active ingredients, and they're linked to respiratory irritation, skin burns, and asthma attacks. For seniors with COPD or emphysema, inhaling these fumes can trigger emergency-level breathing complications. A 2019 study found that regular use of disinfecting wipes increased the risk of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease by 38% among older adults. The promise of germ-free surfaces comes at the cost of your lungs. Seniors using inhalers or oxygen therapy are especially vulnerable. One wipe session in a closed bathroom can leave you gasping for air. The chemical residue doesn't just disappear either. It lingers on countertops, tables, and surfaces you touch daily, absorbing through your skin. For those on blood pressure medications, certain quats can interfere with how your body processes the drug, leading to dizziness or dangerous blood pressure drops. What was marketed as protection becomes a hidden threat in your own home. You wipe down your kitchen counter before making lunch. You don't rinse it. You set your sandwich directly on that surface. Those chemicals transfer to your food, then into your body, over weeks and months. This exposure accumulates. Your kidneys work overtime trying to filter these compounds out. For seniors already managing kidney disease or taking multiple medications, this added burden can push your system to the breaking point. The smell alone should be a warning. That sharp chemical odor that makes your eyes water, that's not cleanliness. That's your body reacting to airborne toxins. Lysol built its reputation on killing germs, but at what cost? The very product meant to protect you is slowly poisoning your home environment. At number 8, we have Clorox Disinfecting Wipes. Clorox built its reputation on bleach, the ultimate germ killer. Their wipes carry that legacy, promising to sanitize every surface with ease. But beneath the fresh lemon scent lies a dangerous reality. These wipes contain bleach and harsh surfactants that emit chlorine gas when used in poorly ventilated spaces. Seniors with heart conditions are at extreme risk. Chlorine exposure can cause chest pain, irregular heartbeat, and even heart palpitations. In 2021, Poison Control Centers reported over 39,000 cases of bleach-related exposure, many involving seniors who used wipes indoors without proper airflow. The fumes don't just irritate your throat. They penetrate deep into lung tissue, causing inflammation that can last for days. For seniors on anticoagulants or heart medications, this chemical exposure can trigger adverse reactions, worsening cardiovascular health. The wipes also leave a sticky, invisible residue on surfaces. When you prepare food or touch your face after wiping down a counter, those chemicals transfer directly to your skin and mouth. Seniors with sensitive skin report burning, redness, and peeling after repeated use. The bright white container promises cleanliness, but what you're really getting is a slow accumulation of toxins in your home environment. Think about your daily routine. You wipe down the bathroom sink. The smell lingers for hours. You close the door, and those fumes concentrate in that small space. The next time you use that bathroom, you're breathing in residual chlorine gas. Your lungs tighten. Your heart rate increases. You might chalk it up to age or existing conditions, but it's the wipes. The product you trusted is making you sicker. Clorox doesn't warn you about using these in small spaces. They don't tell you to wear gloves or open windows. The label says disinfecting, and you believe it means safe. Now at number 7, 7th Generation Disinfecting Wipes. Marketed as the eco-friendly, plant-based alternative, 7th Generation appeals to health-conscious seniors who want to avoid harsh chemicals. The green packaging and botanical disinfectant label suggest safety and purity, but laboratory testing reveals a different story. These wipes contain thymol, a compound derived from thyme oil, which sounds natural and harmless. However, thymol is a potent allergen and skin irritant. Seniors with eczema or dermatitis experience painful flare-ups after using these wipes. The fumes, while less harsh than bleach, still trigger headaches, nausea, and dizziness in enclosed spaces. What's worse is the false sense of security. Because they're labeled as natural, many seniors use them more frequently and without gloves, assuming they're safe. A 2020 consumer report found that seventh-generation wipes failed to kill certain strains of bacteria, including E. coli, in real-world conditions. So not only are you exposing yourself to irritants, you're not even getting the disinfection you paid for. For seniors with compromised immune systems or those recovering from surgery, this lack of efficacy is dangerous. You think you're protecting yourself, but harmful bacteria remain on the surfaces you touch every day. The betrayal runs deeper than most realize. You paid extra for the green label. You believed the natural claims. You used these wipes on surfaces where you prepare medication, where you set down your reading glasses, where you rest your hands while eating, and all along, the product wasn't doing what it promised. Have you ever wondered why so many natural cleaning products still cause the same symptoms as chemical ones? Maybe it's not about what they add, it's about what they're allowed to hide. Number 6 brings us Method antibacterial wipes. Method's sleek, modern packaging and fruity scents make these wipes feel more like a luxury spa product than a cleaning tool. They promise non-toxic, biodegradable cleaning that's safe for your family. But peel back the marketing and you'll find benzalkonium chloride, a quaternary ammonium compound linked to hormone disruption and respiratory issues. Seniors using these wipes daily report chronic coughing, throat irritation, and unexplained rashes. The fragrance, while pleasant at first, contains phthalates, chemicals that mimic estrogen in the body and have been linked to increased blood pressure and cardiovascular stress. For seniors already managing hypertension, this hidden exposure can sabotage medication effectiveness. In 2018, the Environmental Working Group flagged Method products for undisclosed fragrance ingredients, some of which are known allergens. The wipes also leave a filmy residue that attracts dust and bacteria, defeating the purpose of cleaning in the first place. Seniors with arthritis or limited mobility often wipe surfaces without rinsing, meaning those chemicals stay put. When you lean on a freshly wiped counter or eat food prepared on a treated surface, you're ingesting trace amounts of these compounds. Over time, this builds up in your system, contributing to inflammation, kidney strain, and liver stress. The fruity scent masks the danger. You smell cucumber or grapefruit and think it's safe, refreshing even. But that smell comes from synthetic fragrance compounds designed to override your natural warning systems. Your body knows something is wrong. Your throat feels scratchy. Your eyes water slightly. But the pleasant smell convinces you it's fine. Method sold you on sustainability and style, but delivered hormone disruptors and respiratory irritants instead. Coming in at number 5, Kirkland Signature Disinfecting Wipes. Costco's house brand, Kirkland, is known for bulk value and quality. Their disinfecting wipes are a staple in senior households, affordable, effective, and convenient. But quality control issues have plagued this product line. Multiple batches tested positive for mold contamination, likely due to moisture trapped during packaging. Seniors opening a fresh container have reported musty odors and visible black spots on wipes. For those with mold allergies or asthma, using these wipes can trigger severe respiratory reactions. The active ingredient, benzalkonium chloride, is present in high concentrations, increasing the risk of chemical burns on sensitive skin. Seniors with diabetes or poor circulation are especially vulnerable. Chemical burns heal slowly and can become infected. In 2020, Costco faced a quiet recall of certain Kirkland wipe batches after customers reported skin reactions and breathing difficulties. The recall wasn't widely publicized, so many seniors continued using contaminated products from their stockpile. The value of buying in bulk becomes a liability when the product inside is compromised. For seniors on fixed incomes, the idea of throwing out a bulk purchase feels wasteful, but continuing to use contaminated wipes puts your health at serious risk. You bought the big container because it seemed like smart shopping. You stored it under your sink for months. When you finally opened it, that smell hit you, musty, wrong, not like cleaning wipes should smell. But you paid good money for this. You used them anyway. Now your hands are red and burning. Your breathing feels tight. The savings cost you a trip to urgent care. If this helps you stay safer at the store, hit subscribe. It's free, and it means you'll never miss these exposés. At number 4, we have Up and Up Disinfecting Wipes. Target's generic brand, Up and Up, promises the same disinfection power as name brands at a fraction of the cost. The cheerful red label and budget-friendly price make it a popular choice for seniors watching their expenses. But independent lab tests reveal inconsistent disinfectant levels across batches. Some wipes contain barely enough active ingredient to kill bacteria, while others are oversaturated, leading to chemical exposure risks. Seniors using these wipes assume they're getting reliable germ protection, but the reality is hit or miss. The fragrance used in Up and Up wipes is particularly harsh, synthetic lemongrass and eucalyptus scents that linger in the air long after cleaning. For seniors with migraines or sinus issues, This can trigger debilitating headaches and nausea. The wipes also dry out quickly once the container is opened, forcing users to press harder and scrub more aggressively, increasing skin abrasion and chemical absorption. In 2021, consumer complaints about up-and-up wipes included reports of eye irritation, difficulty breathing, and contact dermatitis. Target's quality assurance failed to catch these issues, leaving seniors to discover the problems firsthand. The promise of value becomes a gamble with your health. You reach into the container and pull out a wipe. It's already half dry. You press harder against the counter, scrubbing to get it to work. The friction irritates your skin. The fragrance burns your nostrils. Your eyes start watering. You finish cleaning and wash your hands, but the chemical smell stays on your skin. Hours later, you're still dealing with the headache. The $3 you saved isn't worth this. Most people think generic brands are just cheaper versions of the same product. But what if the savings come from cutting corners on safety testing? Number 3 is Great Value Disinfecting Wipes. Walmart's Great Value line is a go-to for budget-conscious seniors. The disinfecting wipes are stocked in every store, priced low, and marketed as a practical choice. But the chemicals inside are anything but practical. Great Value wipes contain high levels of alkyl dimethyl benzyl ammonium chloride, a quat compound that's been linked to fertility issues, immune system suppression, and respiratory damage. Seniors with weakened immune systems, common after chemotherapy, surgery, or chronic illness, are at heightened risk. Using these wipes to clean kitchen counters or bathroom sinks means you're constantly re-exposing yourself to these compounds. The wipes are also notorious for being overly saturated, dripping chemical solution as you use them. This excess liquid seeps into cracks, grout lines, and porous surfaces, where it festers and releases fumes over time. Seniors living in small apartments or homes with poor ventilation report persistent chemical smells that never fully dissipate. A 2022 investigation found that Great Value wipes had lower than advertised disinfection rates, meaning they didn't kill the germs they promised to eliminate. So you're breathing in toxic fumes for no actual benefit. For seniors managing diabetes, these chemicals can interfere with glucose regulation, causing unexplained spikes or drops in blood sugar. The low price tag comes with a high health cost. You pull a wipe from the container and it's dripping wet. The liquid runs down your arm. You wipe the counter and it leaves puddles. The smell is overpowering. You step outside for fresh air, but when you come back, the smell hasn't faded. It's absorbed into your curtains, your furniture, your clothes. You're living in a cloud of chemical fumes, and you don't even realize how much damage it's doing. Coming in at number 2, Purell Multi-Surface Disinfectant Wipes. Purell built its brand on hand sanitizer, becoming synonymous with germ protection during the pandemic. Their disinfecting wipes carry that same trust factor: clean, clinical, reliable. But the active ingredient, ethyl alcohol, is present in concentrations that make these wipes highly flammable. Seniors using them near stoves, candles, or space heaters are unknowingly creating fire hazards. Beyond the fire risk, the alcohol content evaporates rapidly, releasing potent fumes that irritate the eyes, throat, and lungs. For seniors with asthma or chronic bronchitis, a single cleaning session can trigger coughing fits and shortness of breath. The wipes also strip natural oils from your skin, leaving hands and surfaces dry, cracked, and vulnerable to infection. Seniors with thin skin or poor wound healing find that repeated use causes painful splits and sores. In 2021, several nursing homes reported increased respiratory complaints after switching to Purell wipes for daily surface cleaning. The promise of hospital-grade disinfection came at the expense of residents' breathing comfort. For seniors on oxygen therapy, the alcohol fumes can be downright dangerous, increasing the risk of combustion. The trust you place in the Purell name doesn't extend to the wipes. What works on your hands is too harsh for your home. You wipe down your dining table before dinner. The alcohol smell is sharp and immediate. Your throat tightens. You cough. Your eyes water. You light a candle for ambiance and suddenly remember the label warning. Flammable. You blow out the candle, heart racing. The product you trusted for safety just introduced a whole new danger into your home. Stick around. We'll reveal the only 2 brands that actually deliver on their promises, without the hidden dangers. The answer's coming, but only at the end. And now, number 1, Wet Ones Antibacterial Hand and Surface Wipes. Wet Ones are marketed as gentle enough for hands, yet tough enough for surfaces. The dual-purpose appeal makes them a favorite among seniors who want convenience without clutter. But this versatility is a red flag. Products designed to work on both skin and hard surfaces are rarely optimized for either. Wet Ones contain benzethonium chloride, a quat compound that's less effective than other disinfectants but more irritating to mucous membranes. Seniors using these wipes on kitchen tables or phones, then touching their face or eating, are unknowingly ingesting this chemical. The fragrance-free version still contains undisclosed fragrance masking agents, which can trigger allergic reactions. In 2019, a class action lawsuit alleged that Wet One's antibacterial claims were misleading, as the wipes failed to kill 99.9% of germs in real-world conditions. Seniors relying on these wipes for protection during flu season or post-surgery recovery were left vulnerable to infections. The wipes also leave a sticky residue that's difficult to remove without rinsing, something most users skip. This residue attracts dirt, bacteria, and mold, creating a breeding ground for the very germs you're trying to eliminate. For seniors with compromised immune systems, this is a ticking time bomb. The convenience of one product for multiple uses becomes a liability when neither use is safe or effective. What you thought was protecting you was actually putting you at risk. You wipe your hands with a wet one after handling raw chicken. You feel clean. Then you wipe down the counter. Same wipe, same motion. You toss it and sit down to eat, but that sticky film is still on your hands. It's on the counter. It's on the fork you just picked up. The bacteria you thought you eliminated? Still there, just rearranged. Chemical you absorbed through your skin, working its way through your system, irritating tissues, disrupting hormones, adding to the toxic load your body struggles to process every single day. What's the worst cleaning wipe experience you've ever had? Drop it in the comments below. Now, after all those dangerous options, let's talk about the two brands that actually deliver on safety and effectiveness. The first actual safe option is CleanWell Botanical Disinfecting Wipes. CleanWell uses thymol as its active ingredient, but unlike other brands, their formulation is EPA-approved and proven effective against bacteria and viruses without harsh chemicals. The wipes are free from quats, bleach, and synthetic fragrances, making them safe for seniors with respiratory issues or sensitive skin. Independent lab testing confirms these wipes kill 99.9% of germs without leaving toxic residue. For seniors managing heart medications or blood pressure, CleanWell wipes won't interfere with your treatment. The biodegradable material breaks down naturally, so you're not contributing to landfill waste while protecting your health. The thymol concentration is carefully balanced to provide disinfection without the irritation levels found in 7th-generation wipes. You can use these in enclosed spaces without worrying about triggering asthma or headaches. The ingredient list is fully disclosed on the packaging. No hidden chemicals, no vague fragrance compounds. For seniors who need reliable disinfection without compromising respiratory health, CleanWell represents what cleaning wipes should have been all along: effective, transparent, and genuinely safe for daily use in your home. The second recommendation is Better Life Natural All-Purpose Wipes. Better Life wipes are plant-based, non-toxic, and free from all quaternary ammonium compounds. They use naturally derived surfactants that clean effectively without releasing harmful fumes. Seniors with asthma, COPD, or chronic allergies report zero respiratory irritation after switching to Better Life. The wipes are also hypoallergenic and dermatologist tested, making them safe for seniors with eczema or sensitive skin. Better Life is transparent about every ingredient, listing them clearly on the packaging, no hidden chemicals, no misleading claims. For seniors who want reliable cleaning without compromising their health, this is the safest choice on the market. These wipes don't contain bleach, ammonia, or synthetic fragrances. The cleaning power comes from plant-based ingredients that break down naturally and rinse away completely. You won't find that sticky residue. You won't smell chemical fumes hours after cleaning. And you won't experience the skin irritation, respiratory distress, or medication interference that plague the other brands on this list. Better Life proves that effective cleaning doesn't require poisoning your home environment. For seniors managing multiple health conditions and medications, switching to Better Life can eliminate one more source of chemical exposure, giving your body a fighting chance to heal and maintain health without constantly battling environmental toxins. Ever noticed how these brands keep recalling but never really changing their formulas? Subscribe now. And if you're watching on TV, tap your remote so you never get blindsided again. Not all cleaning wipes are safe. Some are slowly poisoning your home, but now you know which ones to avoid and which ones actually protect your health. Make the switch today, because your health is worth more than convenience at any cost.